Hi, welcome to Aging Matters. My name is Carol Marrock with SeniorCare.com. My guest today is Kerry R. Peck. He is the managing partner of the Chicago law firm Peck Ritchie LLC. And Mr. Peck works with families, hospitals, banks, the state of Illinois, county of Cook, and also the city of Chicago. And he's also co-authored the book Alzheimer's and the Law, which was commissioned by the American Bar Association. So welcome, Kerry. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Carol. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today, and I look forward to a lively discussion.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of lively, one of the things that I am concerned about, and so are many of people who are in my predicament, those at home aging alone without family or adult children nearby. So we face, once we start selecting a healthcare proxy or doing our advanced directives, many times we have a hard time deciding who should we select if we have an emergency or if we become incapacitated. So do you have some tips for us on selecting a healthcare proxy?
I certainly do. Carol, I think the first thing you need to do is think about who you trust and who you love and who loves you. And in circumstances with solo seniors, most people would likely turn to first their brothers, their sisters, if of course they still survive, maybe nieces and nephews. And if you don't have a family member in the category that you want to choose, then certainly you're going to go to your close friends. But I think it's very important that whoever you choose understands what your preferences are, and you've had an opportunity to sit down and talk with that person about your values, your goals, your morals, potentially what impact your religious beliefs affect on your end of life decision making. And let's not forget, you're putting that agent or that proxy in a healthcare power of attorney scenario in a very, very powerful position. That person at the end of the day, in consultation with your doctors, will be deciding whether or not to quote unquote pull the plug. And I think that it's critical that the person you name love you a lot more than they love your money, because it certainly isn't unusual for the healthcare agent or proxy to be receiving assets under an estate plan of the individual that they're acting for.
Interesting point. So I wonder oftentimes, should we get the medical community, like our physicians involved also? Or how do we get them involved if they should be?
Well, it depends. Here in Illinois, healthcare workers are prohibited from being healthcare proxies or agents. So the statute doesn't allow that at all. I would think that in the normal course of business, you certainly want to get your doctors aware and give them a copy of your healthcare power of attorney or proxy form. But I don't know that you'd be turning to a healthcare provider or a doctor to assist you in making the selection.
Or maybe even just getting involved and helping you think through the process at all?
I do think that that's a good idea. I think that it's an excellent idea to learn from your physician or other healthcare providers what it means to go full code, or what it means to have a do not resuscitate order entered, or what it means to receive pain medication instead of other types of medication, or nutrition, things of that nature. So yes, I think that there are a lot of important answers to questions, to definitions of kind of the buzzwords of end of life discussions that physicians and other healthcare providers, nurses, and so forth could be very, very helpful in allowing you to understand the process and make a more informed decision.
Well, that makes sense. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it. I appreciate the information. It's really helps me kind of start thinking through because I haven't yet selected my own healthcare proxy at this point. And I have, but it's my sister, and I really would like to kind of get away from a family member because I think if she had the option, she would keep me alive no matter what my wishes are.
Well,
So,
I would encourage you to talk to your sister about it or anybody you name so that they know what your preferences are
right.
because it's very, very hard for anybody to let go of a loved one.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yes, I know. Well, again, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you being with us. And
My pleasure.
audience, if you like the tips that you received today, please share and also subscribe to our YouTube channel.